The mode of flush it and forget it early in this series, do you find it beneficial that it's every other day as opposed to that extra day, to sit around and wonder? I know the rest and recovery is important too, but
Yeah, I mean, looking at last series, it was advantageous to us because we had a bunch of injuries and we are trying to buy some time to get guys back. This time, we're up and running now, so we're healthy and let's just get back at it. We did our review yesterday. Now it's new day. Get after these guys tonight. Go get ourselves a win.
Scott, what did you like about Colin Miller's game in Game 1, and what could he do in Game 2 if he stays in?
Yeah, tough situation. Obviously, going back to the last series, he had to go in on a game day because Mel got sick on game day. Even last game had to go in because of the injuries, had to play the left side, and did a real good job. And it's tough. Now he can go back over the right side. It just, he's the type of guy, the veteran guy that's played at this time of year. Has experience in the playoffs, and that's what you look for. You look for guys that, don't get rattled by the moments. And he's got lots of skill that it certainly helps us offensively, jumping in the rush, that big shot, but defending as well. He's got good feet, gets into people, and has a little bit of an edge to his game. So, just need all that stuff from him tonight.
You said healthy and up and running, Scott. Josh Morrissey. He took his reps.
Yeah,
he's on
he
the
did.
power play unit. You're healthy and up and running. Can we expect him to play tonight?
Probably. I didn't use game time. So
Scott,
probably.
with respect to your third pairing, in
sorry.
the same vein of talking about Colin Miller, stylistically, do you like Hayden Fleury's skill set, considering that your opponent, there's a different style that you're facing?
Yeah, I mean, we had to use everybody last series because of the injuries and certainly circumstances in that series. But again, Hayden stepped in for us, was fantastic again in Game 7. Played another game in the St. Louis series. But just again, another guy that's been here all year that's kind of helped fill some of these holes when we've had some injuries and played extremely well. Again, another skill set. He's real mobile. He can skate out of trouble. Again, another guy that can be a part of that rush, part of what we're talking about, getting after Dallas here and getting on our toes, and that's what he brings to our game.
Scott, obviously you can only dress 12 and 6, and I wonder in a series, playoffs like this where you've had to use way more than 12 and 6, what's that like as a coach, just to have conversations with guys that are healthy, no doubt very proud athletes, want to get in, and to say, sorry, not tonight? Is that one of the tougher parts, I guess, of a coach's job?
It really is. Actually, it is not just the playoffs. It's hard during the regular season when you got to tell a guy that he's not playing. Everybody wants to play every night, and it's hard. It's hard conversations. But the guys also recognize too that we're hoping to play for another month here, and we've used everybody or a lot of guys already, and they're still part of it, and it may happen as quick as tomorrow, Game 3, but just always to be ready. You never know how it looks, how we're going to go about things, and guys have been good that way. They're not happy, but they recognize what we're doing.
So if Josh probably plays tonight and your number one power play unit generated some good looks against an excellent penalty killing unit, what kind of a factor can that be for you, Scott?
Yeah, I mean, the last, it's probably been, the last 3 weeks of the season, maybe more than that, obviously with Gabe out and then losing Nick and then losing Scheif. It hasn't been together, and just to see it in practice there a lot, yesterday, or not yesterday, but last, kind of seeing it moving again out in the ice. That cohesiveness, like you mentioned, P did a good job, being the quarterback up on top last game. There's some things that we saw. There's some things that we need to take advantage of. Maybe, Dallas has a real good kill, really aggressive, and I just like those five have some, cohesiveness as a group, obviously all year long being together and having success. So we really need them to be a big threat. If it gets back to being where our power play is dangerous every time it steps out there, it really puts the opposition on their heels about taking penalties.
Power play aside, what's the biggest difference Josh makes to your lineup?
He's a part of obviously our rush. He's a part of that offensive side. He has a skill set that when the puck's on his stick, whether it's a pass or whether him shooting it, he what he does with that shot of his. We've seen it often diving in. But the other side too, his feet and his mobility, like they have more than just one good player that's playing really well right now. They have some other really good skill players that are quick and that they can make plays. Josh and Mel have done a great job for us the last couple of years of playing against top-end players. And now having him with, having Sandberg and Pionk, our top 4 back together, that's big. That's big. So, this time of year and against these good teams, that's what we need from them.
And you're shuffling on the third pair. I assume that's not just because of a loss, but style of play.
We're
going
just,
on.
has a little bit to do with who our opponent is.
Scott, quickly, what have you seen from Gabe Vilardi since he's been back?
You know what, it just like him getting up to speed. It was like I said to him, he was on a bicycle jumping on a Indy track that's going 200 miles an hour, and so it really was him going into that. Was it game 6 or like that? That was a big step, and so now he's up and now he knows the pace. Now he knows what's coming. You see it more and more comfortable making plays, holding on to pucks, getting around that net. So
On your power play, their PK seems to, I guess, leave space for you to get it down low, but then they've got a third guy in the middle. Is that a unique thing that they're doing to kind of get to that next play?
No, it's not unique. I think that first they're aggressive. They're really quick and they're coming and they're this is a little bit some hybrid with Carolina. This is Florida. There's a little bit of mix of everybody. There are some, they're playing how they play the pop guy a little bit different. They play with their defense compared to some teams that play with their forwards. So that's kind of that video that we looked at from the other night. And then certainly when we played them near the end of the year, there's some stuff there that we're looking to expose. So, they're going to try to do the exact same thing to us, obviously, make changes. But they're good. They're good at it, and we have to be fast. When we're fast with that puck movement, that's when we have success.